What's going on, YouTube? It is your boy Chris back again with another video for you guys today. This video is going to be our first video pertaining to FIFA 21, and I want to talk about Futbin. This is a video where you can make millions of coins this year by just using Futbin and understanding the different intricacies of the website, and I'm going to show you guys step by step some of the things that I used this year to help me make coins on FIFA. So if you guys do enjoy this type of content, drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here as well. FIFA 21 content is going to be every single day leading up to the web app, and then we're going to have the actual FIFA 21 type content. So there's a lot of different methods here. I made this video last year and I want to make it again because it did well. And I think everyone's always asking, like, what is Futbin? A lot of people are not familiar with the website, especially if you're new to trading. And I think a lot of people this year are going to be new. So let's talk about it. And I'll tell you guys everything you probably pretty much need to know about Futbin here. So first thing, this is the FIFA 20 player section. Now, all you need to do, you need to go on the Futbin homepage, which you can clearly click right there. You can go to players and then FIFA 20 players. Now, what you're able to do is you're able to put in filters here that allow you to look up anybody that you want. So I have something that I did earlier this year at the start of the game, the first couple weeks. In order to snipe and find players to bid on, I would go onto this price tier. I would go into PS right here because that's the console that I'm on. And I would go 1,400 to 3,000 or even 4,000, right? And I would go within my price range and I would literally sort by price. So you're going to click that PS button and then you're going to click it again. Okay, the first time you click the PS button, you're going to find the most expensive players in your price tier. And then you're going to have, if you do it one more time, you're going to have the cheapest ones pop up first. So, you know, I would look at a guy, and I remember this year, I remember going to Hector Herrera. He was at like 2.3 thousand coins. And what I would do is I would snipe around 2,000 under, and I'd be making like 200-300 a card, sniping him pretty frequently, actually. I didn't get as many, you know, competition on the buy as I thought I would, and I was able to make a good amount of coins. So that's the first thing, is just learning the database. Something I used to do in the mornings when I was in school, and I was fortunate enough to be on a computer the first two classes I was in the same building. Or in the same classroom, actually, for that matter. I would go into version, and you can literally look at any version in here, and you can set your parameters so you can have, like, find different filters on here. Like, if you don't want to go onto the physical market to figure out certain filters for lower budget sniping, this is a good opportunity for you guys to kind of find out if you can get some filters. So I used to go on icons right here. You can go either all, or you could do base, middle, or prime. And what I used to do, so I used to go to all, and obviously my sort by price is already at the cheapest ones to the highest. So I would just go through the icon list, and what I would do, and this is another tip for you guys that are trying to learn Futbin, I'm going to go on to like a card that actually has some sort of value that kind of fluctuates a little bit. But everyone always talks about fluctuation trading, and a lot of people I don't think understand what it is. So I'm going to look at this Figo card here, right? He's 110,000 coins. And it looks like that's a little bit of an undercut, right? I'll show you two different things on here. Actually, a couple different. So this allows you to use the graph. Like I said, in the morning time, I used to go and look at icons prior to 6 p.m. UK. The reason why is because I like to look at icons and just kind of get a feel as to what their prices are. And, you know, I would see if there's any deals potentially on the market. If there's a card that's down 25k, maybe that's not a buy at 25, but if I can look for an undercut underneath that, maybe there's an opportunity for me to make coins there. So it allows you to look at any point, you know, if you want to set your parameter, right? So if you look at September 19, 2019, you could set this to, you know, if you want to go 2019, if you want to go to, let's just say like November, and let's go November 1st, right? You're able to look at different types of graphs. Now you're also able to look up hourly graphs. This will show you if after 7 p.m. Eastern, 12 a.m. UK, it will show you a new graph, obviously, for today. If you want to look at yesterday's graph, if you look at a card like this, for example, he looks like he's been pretty even at 115 all day. Like, look at how many times he's been about 115 to 117, right? So for me, what I would do is I would pinpoint that 100k mark. Futbin is two things. it picks up the cheapest price on a card that gets listed, and that's where you can take advantage. Something that changed from last year, FIFA 19 to FIFA 20, was that prices didn't get updated fast enough. So if you look at the price update, it was 3 hours ago. Now, it was a good hour and a half before they would update prices. So sometimes a card like that has been very, very consistent around 110 to 115. If Futbin clocks that card at 100,000 coins, what's going to happen is somebody that's going to log on to Futbin to look for the price, and they're going to undercut that price. And a lot of times this year, I was able to take advantage of that. So not only can you fluctuation trade by looking at graphs, you can also take advantage of Futbin not properly updating the price quick enough, and you can make coins on that. Trust me, it happens all the time. And if Futbin does not relay their information quick enough, you will be able to do this in FIFA 21. So that's going to be a really good way. If you see a big drop on an icon, if Futbin caps that price, okay, you're going to want to be on that card. I remember this year, Hullet was 930,000 coins, his baby card, and he was going all day for 1 mil. Somebody undercut it at 920. It was an 85k undercut at the time, and I believe strictly because it was the Futbin price that they looked at before they put that card on the market, pretty much. That's number one. That's looking at graphs and looking at where cards have been. Another thing, you go through team of the weeks here. Now, all you need to do is go to Futbin here. All right, go to Futbin, and I'm going to show you guys how to get to everywhere. Current team of the week, all team of the weeks, okay? Now you can go to everything. Now, people always ask me, what cards do I trade with? Well, if you're looking at special cards, you can go through every single special. And this is why, as the year goes on, trading is better, because there's more cards to trade with. There's more cards to snipe, there's more cards to bid on, and there's more cards to fluctuation trade with. So, as the year goes on, this is going to give you a good indication as to who's out right now, and their prices as well. This is something that you would need for the first day for promos, like looking at different card prices, studying the price itself. So that's another thing you guys can look at. Another thing, cheapest players by rating. All you need to do is go to Futbin again, the homepage. You're going to go to the SBC tab here and go cheapest player by rating. Now, what you're going to want to do here is start to memorize prices of cards when a certain SBC drops. If a certain SBC, let's just say, it's like a guaranteed team of the season SBC, and they require an 84 overall squad. Well, if you see 85, 86, 87s go up because of that, see where their peak is, and then when that SBC goes away, see where those cards then drop again too. And obviously, like supply will help that as well. It'll make the cards drop a little bit. So get familiar with certain prices. This also allows you to make coins if there's a big enough undercut on the first player. The way that you look at, and this is right here. This is the newest SBCs that come out. Some of the big SBCs, solution trading is a very good way to make coins. If you go into the 90 plus double upgrade here, what's going to happen is it's 110,000 coins. You can look through the cheapest one. Now, I wouldn't look at this one unless you've proven that it's a solid solution. Go to the one that has a like already on it. You look at this one, it is, Betancourt and Smalling. Now, the reason why Smalling might be in this solution is because he's the cheapest player by rating. So what they do is they take the cheapest player by rating and they put them in a solution that makes the SBC overall cheaper. And then what ends up happening is a guy like Smalling gets bought up with no supply, obviously, and he goes up to 55, 60k, and that's how you could trade. You could trade through fluctuations with these cards. In terms of just regular fodder, familiarize yourself with the price that they hit their bottom. An 86 overall card this year used to be a buy at 11, 12,000 coins, either that during lightning rounds or just in general if they were low in general. So familiarize yourself with these prices. It's a good way to make coins. Knowing when a card gets really, really low and you're like, okay, that's the time where I put that card in my club now because it got low enough. Another thing you guys can do is the PGP page. This is players game performance. This tells you the amount of games played for certain cards. If you guys have ever gone through my Thursday flipping lists, I always go to the PGP page and I look through each different version. So if I was to look at a couple for birthdays, cards that people wanted to use for that next Thursday, I would go on to who is the most used card, right? So I look at Lozano. João Cancelo was a really good Thursday flip. Lucas Hernandez, Douglas Costa. These are cards that are on the top echelon of how many games they played so far. And that's how you can tell, like, in terms of just like cards going up or down over the course of a year. If you go take a look at the most used players, Neymar has 27 million. Now, if you look at Neymar, right, what did his graph do pretty much the whole year, or up until at least December? He went up from 560 all the way to over 1 million coins. It hit a peak of 1.1 million. This will tell you if a card is really, really usable, really in demand, and really popular. And that's how you can tell if a card is going to go up on Thursdays, possibly, right? This is allowing you to use it for Thursday flipping, just kind of figuring out who's popular and who's not. Market index is another one. You go to market at the top here, and then you go through all of this. Now, what does this do? This tells you the state of the market. So index 100, they take 100 different cards, each different tiers, and they it's just random, and then they show you what the market is showing at that time. Sometimes you go to icon index. Now, not only can you look at icon index in terms of is the icon market up or down, you can also look at the top down and the top up. You can look at cards that are really down on a certain hour. So remember when I was talking to you guys about, the Luis Figo, right? And going through all of the icons in the morning, the Futbin index for the icons will tell me who is the lowest for that hour. So it'll give me the opportunity to go and snipe them myself, because obviously Michael Ballack is down 50%. That'll be something I'm thinking about looking at. And then you look at graphs. You make sure that is not something that just got really rare and that's like really, really low or really, really high, but technically it's low because it was the previous hour. So that's what that icon index will do. And you can do it with golds. You can do it with 81 to 86 cards. So, I like to do this sometimes with 85s and 86s if fodder is up around that tier. And right now, obviously, you can see it's at 276 right now, or like around there pretty much. And you can look at the top down. Look at like Mario Kart, right? Down 12%. Donnarumma, down 8%, right? Just look at like little things like that. And then a couple other things I just wanted to show you guys, obviously, using the solutions to your advantage. Futbin solutions is what drives fodder prices and why cards go up and down based on solutions. So what I was talking to you guys before is like going to an SBC solution that has a like. What you'll see here is the cheapest solution by like each one. So this is 109, this is 111, this is 113. You'll see them going up and up as you go down the list. People are always looking for the top one. So you'll see SBC fodder prices going up and down based on the solutions, what new ones get put up. And that's why a guy like Smalling, I could probably go on the FIFA market right now and tell you that Chris Smalling, if actually I go and type in Chris Smalling right now, he's in the cheapest solution, right? At 50,000 coins. If I take a look at his graph, how much do you want to bet he's probably down on the hour from where he should be? Yes, so he should be 59,000 coins. All of a sudden, the game has allowed him, or the market has allowed him to get to 50k because there's not enough buying power. What ends up happening, he goes down to 50. Somebody then puts him into a solution, and then you see him rise back up as more people want to do that same SBC. So that's how you guys can make coins that way. The last one I want to talk about, a couple different things actually. One, this will show you the new player section. If you just go into, I believe, where is it? FIFA. So you just go into players, new FIFA 20 players. That should be pretty simple. You can look at price range updates. That's the newest ones that come out. If you look here, it looks like added on. So that's like the newest players that have come out. Whether that be transfer cards, whether that be new man of the match cards, just all that kind of stuff pretty much. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about, and if I can forget, it's the ones to watch. That's something I highlighted in my video last year. A way for you guys to make coins is by getting into the hype prior to, or buying a card before it gets its hype with ones to watch. So if they see an updated goal or an assist or something, people might start buying into that card, and you want to get in before everyone else gets in. So, and then you want to sell when everyone else is buying, if you get what I mean. And I'll have more videos explaining stuff like that, but that's just like the the start of what I wanted to show you guys. Now, I just went 15 minutes of talking about Futbin, and I probably talked a little bit too much, but hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you guys didn't make it all the way, drop a comment on the video and let me know what you guys are thinking heading to FIFA 21. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.